The new silver and gold world. I'm going to explain what I mean by that. Also get into what are we now out of at the shop? What did we have a run on yesterday? I'm going to let you guys know about that too. I got another 9 fine mint bar on eBay. Comes out just fine. I'm going to show you guys what the seller was talking about with the damaged box in a few minutes as well. I don't care about the box. Silver's real. I'm happy. I got a good price. Let's get into the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for the big uptick on subscribers yesterday, folks. We're doing very, very well on this channel. Please keep sharing the videos out. That will help a lot. Keep liking the videos. That will let YouTube send it out to more and more people as well. Let's just get into it. New silver and gold world. We have to be paying attention to what's going on over China, over other parts of the world, folks. We got to keep an eye on what the central banks are doing. Follow the money. That is what we need to do. Is follow where the dollar is going. The dollar's starting to go into more silver and gold. That's where it's going. I'm seeing that an uptick at the shop as well. Look, yeah, I do believe one day, maybe not at your Walmarts, maybe not at your Targets right off. It's going to start small, folks. I do think, you know, the smaller businesses, they're starting now, if you really want to think about it. Some businesses are taking silver and gold as payment. We talked about this before. You just have to ask. That's it. You just have to ask. Get people involved. Get people informed. It's not saying, you know, some people will say, well, I don't want people to know what I have. You're not telling them exactly what you have. You're just asking if they're going to accept it. That's all you're doing. It don't mean you own any. It don't mean you own 5 ounces or you own 5,000 ounces of silver. It don't matter. You're not telling them, you ain't going to tell them that you have $5 in the bank or you have $5 million in the bank. It don't matter. You know, that's not the point of it. It's the point is trying to get the information out to the businesses, trying to get them to accept it as payment. And actually works pretty better for all of us if there's a local coin shop in the area too. If they can get hooked up with the coin shop. Yeah, maybe for a convenience fee, they're going to have to back off from what the coin shop's going to pay. You know, maybe we got to start there. If people are willing to do that, take a little bit of convenience hit, well, then people take that little bit of a backdrop, let's say 50 cents an ounce as a convenience of taking to the coin shop. You know, people go to different ATMs. There's a fee for ATMs, folks. It's kind of like the same thing in a nutshell. All right? Yeah, some banks will give you back the ATM fee. Some banks won't. Not going to go down that road. But this is how we start in your local communities. Then maybe one day, Walmart, Target, your bigger stores will start accepting silver and gold as payment. They will catch on too. They'll say, why, what's going on? Just throwing that out there. But we have to pay attention to what the banks are doing. We have to pay attention what other countries are doing. Remember, it's not the people are bad from these other countries. It's the governments. I mean, we have to realize that's what's going on. No, I don't. People from China are very nice. The government's probably not so nice. You know, I've met people from all over the world, folks, from working at the coin shop. You know, I talked to Amin's brother, the guy from India. You know, he wants to buy another monster box of maples right now. So I said, I can't sell you a whole at once. But I said, you can bring in your daughters, you can bring in your wife, give them the cash ahead of time. Call us up, I'll let you know exactly what the price is going to be, just about. And I says, give them about $25 extra each, and you can come and get 3 rolls per person. You know, that way somebody don't complain that we're selling 12 rolls to somebody when 12 rolls to one person versus 3 rolls per person per day. So he's saying to his brother the money. Brother's cool with it. He says, all right, I'll bring my family in. I'll give you guys a call up and give us a rough estimate what they're going to be. And I can't give anybody exact price. You know, I said I can give you exact price because I know you're going to come in. I will hold that price for you if you say you're going to come in. So that's what we're going to do for them. So I mean, there are ways around that threshold with us when we know people do want multiple. So with that being said, you know, we're trying to work with everybody out there. But that just prevents us having to deal with another customer saying, well, you sold this person 12 rolls, 15 rolls, whatever the case may be, and why can I get the same treatment? Well, okay, we're doing it this way to prevent that. So, I want to clear something up that I said yesterday. You know, not really clear something up, but really get into, you know, what I said yesterday's video about eBay here. You know, I said, you know, we were talking about the peace dollars, and Arnie from Sobriety and Silver made a good recommendation. You know, I think that was really smart of him to do this. You know, he mentioned he looked at a peace dollar, he paid for the peace dollar, he emailed the seller and said, hey, look, if this is fake, I'm going to clip the coin. I'm going to test it on my Six Sigma. He don't have a Sigma, okay? Let's put that very clear out there. There's not going to be a problem for him to clip if the seller would have sent him that coin and it was fake. After getting that message, I see no problem of emailing the seller and saying, if this comes back fake, I'm going to clip it. If that seller is not happy with it, they can cancel the order themselves. You can cancel the order yourself. Look, why are we trying to protect the bad sellers out there? If the seller knows it's fake, then they're going to worry about it. If the seller knows it's not fake, then there's no problem with it. The coin's not going to get clipped. And I'm not sitting here talking about copy coins. That's a whole different ball game about copy coins, where it says stamp copy on it. You're going to see that clearly in the picture anyways if the seller shows the right side of the coin. Really not a coin, it's a copy. It's a fake. Pretty much copies, that's what they are, but they are saying copy on it, so they are letting you know it is a copy. So with that being said, I don't understand why some people want to protect the bad sellers out there. And we're trying to keep it out of our hands, the fakes out of our hands. That's all what I was trying to say yesterday. So I want to make that clear that, you know, I think Sobriety and Silver Arnie, you know, Arnie from Sobriety and Silver has done a tremendous job of saving himself a potential fake. Because the seller says, well, that's not a good way to do business. Well, why are you selling fakes? If it was not fake, he wouldn't have got that message back. That's the point of what I was trying to say yesterday. What's going on at the coin shop? Well, yesterday, you know, we had 14 gold maples in stock. I got a phone call. I was home about 4:30, about half an hour before the shop closed. I'm like, oh God, what's going on now at the shop? And they said, Chris, we just want to let you know that Sam's home. He said, call Chris. And I said, all right, what's going on? So I said to her, and she says, we just want to let you know we're out of gold maples. I says, what? I said, we had 14 in stock this morning. She says, yeah, but she says 14 people came in through the day and bought one coin each. So we had 14 different transactions. She says, yes. I says, okay. I says, well, let me call the bullion dealer to see what's going on there. Well, I'm not going to be able to get any more for the shop. Called the owner up and said, it is what it is at this point. We can get more, but they're not going to be into Friday. So gold is being a big push right now at the shop. What a better place to get your silver, gold, and platinum from channel sponsor pinbacks.com, folks. You know, I think they have a terrific deal on piece dollars right now. Random dates. You're not going to know exactly what date you're going to get, but they're guaranteed them all in very fine condition. As recording this video before 6 o'clock p.m., folks, if you're watching this before 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, there are selling for $29 each. Now, what a better way to get something involved with silver and gold. Something relatively cheap, folks. You know, you put one of these in someone's hands, but they got some weight to them. If you had one of these in your hands, you know they weigh a little bit. 1 to 19 count is $29 each, folks. That's a little over melt. I think it's a great price. You know, we're selling them at the shop. The shop owner's selling them for $31 each. So, I think Pinbacks wins the day with that. Thank you, Pinbacks, for that deal that you're at. I mean, that's your normal price right now. That's a great deal, folks. $29 even. Check them out. Let them know that Coin Shop Chris sent you. Thank you, Pinbacks, for keeping your prices low. Thank you for sponsoring the channel. Thank you to the viewers who are watching. This cannot be done without you folks. That's a guarantee right there. You know, after looking, you know, people more looking into peace dollars right now. I've had probably 4, 5, 6 of you reached out to me in my email the past week. And there's been several comments about peace and Morgan dollars the past week or so too. And everybody's trying to think on the same page. Yeah, I think it's good to stack if you can get them for these prices. You know, Easter's coming up. What a better way to get the kids involved. Getting a couple of these coins in their hands now. I mean, some of them are over 100 years old now. From 1925 and before, they're 100 years older, folks. Keep that in mind as we go through with the 26, the 27, so on. And, you know, they're coming all to be 100 years old. They really are. So, I mean, great price. Like I said, you know, I'm probably thinking about getting a couple more. This myself. But I just bought another 9.5 mint bar. And the guy was complaining about the box was a little tore up, you know, a little whacked up, though it's not the perfect condition box. Hey, it came back real. This is my other box. You know, I don't care about the box. The silver was real. I got it for $165. I was happy. I did the ice test, put the ice cube on it. Rapidly melted. People were asking me, should I buy a Sigma? No, the average person does not need a Sigma, folks. Ice test. Silver bars. Great way to test silver. Coins. Rounds. There's an app called the Ping Coin app. It's free on Android. It's free on Apple phones. There's also a pocket pinger out there. You can get those on eBay. You can get them on Amazon. I believe Channel Yankee Stacking sells them as well. I think they're around, I want to say $25, maybe 30. It's a cheap investment, folks, to test your silver at home. Or when you're out there yard selling or flea marketing. Whatever the case may be, you come across it. These fit in your back pockets. These fit in your, if you're female, they fit in your pocketbooks. Or your purses. Whatever you want to call them. Your handbags. So I covered all the languages there. But really, that is a cheap way of protecting you not getting a fake coin. Or a fake round. You know, one silver round, one coin less pays for these pocket pingers. I don't have one. I just balance the coin on my finger, folks. And I go into the app and I just hit it with another coin on the edge very lightly. That's all I do. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to balance them like that. But once you start to get the feel, they work better with a, you know, gloves on. You know, cotton gloves or, you know, those plastic surgical gloves, whatever you want to call them. They balance a little bit easier on your fingers on that way. You can save yourself $30 that way and not have to buy that. A digital scale, folks. These little pocket scales. $15 or so on Amazon. The gram scales, the ounce scales, up to 5 ounces. Not a good thing to put in your pocket. Or your pocketbook, purse, handbag, whatever, fanny pack. Really, that's another cheap, really, investment to do that with. So yeah, I mean, if you want to carry a cup of ice around in your car or something like that, if you're doing that, go grab an ice cube or have some ice in a drink or something, maybe water specifically. You're not going to damage the coin. I wouldn't put ice test on like a Peace Dollar, Morgan Dollar, a Franklin half, your 90% silver. You don't want to take the dirt away. If it's something brand new, like a 5-ounce silver bar, 10-ounce silver bar, it's not going to hurt the bar whatsoever. You're not going to take any toning off or anything like that. Just wipe it dry. It's going to get ice cold, folks. If you have a 5-ounce silver bar, you got a 10-ounce silver bar, put a paper towel down on it, watch it rapidly melt, and pick up the bar. It's going to be ice cold. So that is the best way to tell if your silver is real. But that's not, everything's not bulletproof. Let's say it that way. Because, you know, copper does almost the same reaction with ice. Not quite, but it's almost it. So it has copper inside it. Be careful with that. That's how I test my silver. Look, you can always take your silver to any coin shop, pawn shop. Most of them will test for free, but don't overdo it. That's all. You know, don't bring like 18 pieces, 20 pieces, have them tested all at once. Luckily at our shop, we do have Sigmas, extra Sigmas. People sit down, we show them how to use it. They got questions, we're there to help them, and they test it themselves. So luckily we have that capability to do that for our customers. Not all shops are set up that way. Not all shops are, you know, going to be able to let you have it for a few minutes because they only have 1 or 2 in their shop themselves. Luckily, we do have that extra threshold where we do have some extra ones in the shop for that. And we do have people that come in and use them. So, I mean, you know, it's always a good idea, you know, to test your silver at home, no matter where you get it from. But, you know, I don't think you're going to have any problems with any of these online bullion deals at all. You're not going to have a problem with pinbacks. They test everything coming into their place. If secondhand, if it's coming directly from the mint, they're not going to test it. But they know it's real, folks. But they test everything just to be sure anyways. I don't think you're going to have a problem with any of the online bullion deals at all. Most coin shops, you're not going to have a problem with it. Something, every now and then, something does get by with the coin shops. You know, people get in a rush. They didn't test it coming in. They didn't test it going out. It does happen. I'm more concerned about getting off of eBay and off of Etsy itself. Etsy myself, you know, I'll say this again, folks. Just don't do it. All right? From my experience, what I've seen, yes, there's some good sellers on Etsy. And I'm not going to hit Etsy 100%, but a lot of times the fakes are coming from Etsy. There's a lot of fakes on eBay too, and I'm seeing it myself. If you've seen a price out there that's below, way below spot, and I'm really talking about the Canadian Maple Leafs right now. If you're seeing the price out there, $16.80, $22, stay the heck away. I don't care where it comes from. I don't care if it's coming from the States. That is not a real coin. I can almost guarantee you that's not a real coin. It may look like so gosh darn close, but underneath it, it's not all silver. It might be silver plated. Don't fall for it, folks. If a price is too good to be true, please stay away. Stay away. Stay away. If you folks have any questions for me about silver, gold, or platinum, my email is always in the description of every single video. Reach out. I'm happy to help you. And to the next video, Coin Shop Chris is out. We'll catch you this afternoon.